発砲したままで結構ですので出血を取ります。岡島君、はい。奥田さん、はい。片岡さん、はい。綾野さん、はい。神崎さん、はい。
You ever notice how anime mentors don't just teach, they flex? Like, instead of a simple lesson, they gotta casually break the laws of physics or remind everyone why they were him back in the day. Today we're looking at the times when anime mentors went way too hard just to prove a point. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with one of the most hyped moments in anime history. Guy versus Madara. Now, Guy is usually the goofy, bushy-browed mentor who's all about youth and push-ups, but when he opens the 8 gates, oh boy, it's game over. Madara, the guy who just soloed an entire army and made the Kages look like toddlers, finally meets his match. Guy goes full beast mode, and Madara, yes, the Madara, has to acknowledge his strength. I mean, if it weren't for that pesky plot armor, Guy might have actually taken him down. This fight is pure adrenaline, and it's a reminder that sometimes the funniest mentors are the most dangerous. The 8 gates is a technique that sacrifices the user's life for unparalleled power, and Guy's transformation is nothing short of breathtaking. Next up, we've got Lisa, the ultimate badass mentor from JoJo.
あれどこに行くんだそら
波紋を流されてしまったぞら。
バカ言うんじゃねえぞら。
Wyatt Beck was doing a pretty good job holding off Joseph, who was, let's be honest, completely out of his depth. But when Lisa steps in, it's over. She absolutely annihilates Beck with her ripple scarf, and it's a glorious reminder that mentors don't mess around. Beck may have had 5 minutes of screen time? But hey, he made the most of it by making Lisa look even cooler. Respect where it's due, eh? It's a moment that cements her status as one of the most skilled and composed mentors in anime. Plus, it's a great reminder that in the world of JoJo, even the most seemingly invincible enemies can be taken down with the right technique and a cool head. Ah, Gojo Satoru, the man, the myth, the legend.
それ以上進むな。巻き込まれるぞ。
紫。
We've talked about him before, but how can we not bring up Hollow Purple? Yuji and Aoi were putting up a good fight against Hanami, but let's be real, they were struggling. Enter Gojo-sensei, who casually strolls in and obliterates Hanami with one of the most visually stunning attacks in anime. The way the animation and sound design come together for Hollow Purple is just mwah. It's like Gojo's saying, hey, Yuji, this is how you handle a special grade curse. Take notes. Gojo's Hollow Purple is a technique that combines his limitless and reverse cursed energy to create a devastating attack that annihilates everything in its path. The sheer scale of the destruction is awe-inspiring, and it's a reminder of just how far above everyone else Gojo is in terms of power.
Yay! 一件落着。
時間を戻しますよ。
まさか。
そう、やり直しですよ。
Okay, let's talk about Whis. He's not your typical mentor. He's more like the chill, god-tier babysitter of Goku and Vegeta. But when Frieza blows up the Earth, because of course he does, Whis casually rewinds time like it's no big deal. I mean, reversing time? That's next level flexing, isn't it? And it's not just for show. It gives Goku the chance to finish Frieza off. Whis may not get into fights often, but when he does, is always a spectacle. Whiz's ability to reverse time is one of the most overpowered abilities in the Dragon Ball universe, and it's a perfect example of how he operates on a completely different level than everyone else. While Goku and Vegeta are busy trying to outpunch their enemies, Whiz is casually manipulating the fabric of reality. It's a moment that not only saves the day, but also serves as a reminder of just how much Goku and Vegeta still have to learn. Whiz may be laid back, but when it comes to power, he's in a league of his own. Now, here's a moment that came out of nowhere but left everyone speechless.
はい、ちょっと失礼するよ。こんなバカ誰が！ほうき一つ片付けもせんと何やってるんだ。すみません。
おいおい、勘弁してくれよ。俺は女と戦う趣味や。
Izumi Curtis, the lowly housewife, who also happens to be one of the most skilled alchemists in the series, steps in to save the Elric brothers from greed. She absolutely wrecks him in her dynamic entrance, and it's such a power move. Izumi's fight against greed is a perfect example of how Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood subverts expectations. Just when you think the Elric brothers are in over their heads, Izumi steps in and shows why she's one of the most respected alchemists in the series. Her combination of physical prowess and alchemical skills makes her a force to be reckoned with, and her entrance is one of the most badass moments in the series. Hiko Seijuro is the definition of a mentor who makes an entrance. Young Kenshin is about to get taken out by bandits, and out of nowhere, Hiko shows up and solos the entire group. This is the moment that sets Kenshin on his path to becoming the legendary swordsman we know and love. Hiko doesn't just save Kenshin, he shows him what true power looks like. Hiko's rescue of Kenshin is a pivotal moment in Rurouni Kenshin, and it's a perfect example of how a mentor can inspire their student through action rather than words. Hiko's sheer skill and confidence leave a lasting impression on Kenshin, and it's a moment that sets the tone for their relationship throughout the series. It's a reminder that sometimes the best way to teach is by example, and Hiko's display of power is one that Kenshin will never forget. Yami Sukehiro is the kind of mentor who doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk.
ここで限界を超える。団長務まんねえわな。団員の前でやれねえとよ。
素晴らしいよ闇助ヒロだが君に私を倒すことはできない。
闇魔法。
In one of the most epic moments in Black Clover, Yami takes on Dante, who's been absolutely dominating the Black Bulls. Yami pulls out his death thrust, and it's as devastating as it sounds. Dante may have been talking a big game, but Yami shuts him down in the most badass way possible. The Black Bulls are lucky to have him as their captain. Yami's death thrust is a technique that perfectly encapsulates his no-nonsense attitude and overwhelming power. It's a moment that not only saves the day, but also serves as a reminder of why Yami is such a respected captain. His ability to stay calm under pressure and deliver when it matters most is what makes him such a great mentor, and this moment is a perfect example of that. Ever had an anime moment that gave you the chills? That second when Goku powers up or Tanjiro draws his blade and you think, I need to capture this feeling forever. That's been my obsession, and I found the ultimate way to do it. Let me introduce you to the anime merch, a collector's paradise. We're talking insanely detailed figurines, LED lamps that set the perfect vibe, and shadow light boxes so immersive you'll feel like you're inside the anime. I just unboxed their Naruto figurine and my collection will never be the same. They've got everything. Naruto's Rasengan mid-action, Bleach battles frozen in time, Demon Slayer moments that'll have your friends asking, where did you get this? Even solo leveling before the hype explodes. Imagine this, midnight, your room, dark, except for the glow of Sasuke and Itachi's lightbox, shadows dancing on the walls. Or a Goku LED that pulses with energy, making your friends lose their minds. No cheap knockoffs, just collector-worthy pieces that belong in an art gallery. Use code VINI for 10% off your first haul, but hurry, the best pieces vanish fast. Your anime shrine isn't complete until you check out theanimemerch.com. Links in the description.
ゴン、キルア。3秒後に上へ飛べ。
なんじゃ。 この忌まわしい威圧感。
Let's give some love to Kite, one of the most underrated mentors in anime. While everyone talks about Biscuit, and rightfully so, Kite's moment against the Chimera Ants is unforgettable. He wipes out an entire division with just his scythe, and it's a stark reminder of how powerful he is. Gon and Killua are left in awe, and honestly, so are we. It's a moment that not only showcases his power, but also his dedication to his students.
思い出したぞ。これは死。
Benimaru is the kind of mentor who doesn't even break a sweat. When Shinra and Arthur are struggling against the Infernal Demon, Benimaru shows up and casually takes the fight to the skies. His Sunwheel attack is not only visually stunning, but also accompanied by some of the best sound design in anime. It's a moment that perfectly captures why Benimaru is one of the most respected characters in Fire Force. Benimaru's fight against the Infernal Demon is a perfect example of how a mentor can inspire their students through sheer power and confidence. His ability to take on such a powerful enemy without breaking a sweat is a reminder of just how far Shinra and Arthur have to go, and it's a moment that leaves a lasting impression on both the characters and the audience.
さて。
Rayleigh's entrance at the auction house is one of the coolest moments in One Piece.
こいつはまさか。
その麦わら帽子は精悍な男によく似合う。会いたかったぞ。モンキー D. ルフィ。
He doesn't need a flashy attack or long speech, he just uses his conqueror's haki and knocks out everyone in the room. It's a masterclass in building hype. You're left wondering just how powerful this guy really is, and it's a reminder that sometimes less is more. Sometimes the most powerful mentors are the ones who don't need to show off their strength until it's absolutely necessary. This one's a bit different because it's not Saitama fighting a villain.
はい俺の勝ち
But it's still a fantastic moment that shows just how far apart they are in power. Genos gives his all, but Saitama casually dodges everything and ends the fight with one punch. It's a hilarious yet impactful way to show why Saitama is the ultimate mentor. While the fight is played for laughs, it's also a reminder of just how powerful Saitama is. His ability to stay calm and composed even when faced with Genos' full power is what makes him such a great mentor, and it's a moment that leaves a lasting impression on both Genos and the audience.
だが俺が先生の強さに近づけるイメージが全く湧かない。
さらに上からねじ伏せよ。さらに向こうへ。うれせえ。
All Might's fight against Nomu is iconic for a reason. It's not just about the punches, it's about the hope he represents. When he shows up, you know everything's gonna be okay. The way he talks down Nomu while delivering one of the most satisfying beatdowns in anime is just mwah! And it's a moment that defines what it means to be the symbol of peace. His overwhelming power and unwavering determination make him a mentor that Deku can look up to, and his willingness to put himself in danger to protect his students is what makes him such a great character. It's a moment that not only showcases his power, but also his dedication to his ideals.
300発以上も撃ってしまった。
まず周囲の人
Tengen Uzui's entrance in the Red Light District arc is pure hype.
お前上限の鬼じゃねえだろ。弱すぎなんだよ。
何よバカなことを。
After the Kamado siblings give it their all against Daki, Tengen steps in and finishes the job with style. It's a reminder of just how powerful the Hashira are, and Tengen's boast after the fight is the cherry on top. His flashy fighting style and overwhelming power make him a mentor that Danjiro can look up to, and his willingness to put himself in danger to protect his comrades is what makes him such a great character. Imagine your teacher dodging thousands of bullets while grading your homework.
おはようございます。発砲したままで結構ですので出血を取ります。岡島くん、はい。奥田さん、はい。片岡さん、はい。綾野さん、はい。神崎さん、はい。はい。
That's Goro-sensei for you. In Assassination Classroom, the students try their hardest to kill him, setting up an insane ambush. But instead of panicking, Goro-sensei just casually weaves through bullets like he's in the Matrix, all while keeping that goofy grin. And because just dodging isn't enough, he takes it up a notch, finishing an entire stack of graded papers mid-dodge before the students can process what happened. Then, he hands them their marked tests with explanations like it's no big deal. This isn't just a flex on his insane speed, Mach 20 by the way, it's a lesson. He's showing them that if they want to beat him, they'll have to be way smarter. Absolute madman. If your teacher ever graded papers this fast, you'd have no excuses.
遅刻なしと。素晴らしい。先生とても嬉しいです。
早すぎ。
お主の磨き上げた挽回はその程度では断じてない。ようやくお主を弔うことができた。長次郎よ、さらば。
Old man Genryusai Yamamoto isn't just the head of the Gotei 13 in Bleach, he's basically walking destruction. When the Quincy Stenritter invade, most captains struggle against their overwhelming power. Then Yamamoto steps in and says, "Alright kids, let me show you how it's done." And oh boy, he doesn't just fight, he flexes. He pulls out his Bankai, Zanka no Tachi, and suddenly the entire battlefield turns into a freaking oven. His sword burns at 15 million degrees. 15 million. Hot enough to evaporate everything, including his opponent's hope. The guy's flames are so deadly that Soul Society itself starts to break down from the heat. But the real flex? He does all of this one-handed because he doesn't even need both hands to destroy an army. He proves why he's the strongest Soul Reaper and why you don't mess with Grandpa.
Huh? 1000年ぶりじゃな。お主の息の根を止めに来た。
And that's a wrap. Which of these moments was your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay strong and keep loving anime. Peace out.